So I'm at the DLF Mall of India, and as we see, GST 2.0 has raised eyebrows. People are confused. People also want to know more about it, that how it is going to benefit them. I have experts with me. Let's speak to them, and I think you are the best people to make our viewers understand that how GST 2.0, these reforms are going to benefit the middle class in specific.
See, middle class, it's going to be a bumper Diwali gift, practical Diwali gift. Why so? Middle class aspirations would be fulfilled. Middle class, Navratra is the holy and auspicious time when they plan for buying a scooty for the daughter, new car for the family, LED set, even air conditioners for summer, dishwashers. Now prices have been reduced for cars, two-wheelers, dishwashers, air conditioners. So many items it has been reduced, and again day-to-day uses things like soap, toothpaste, toothbrush, all these things prices have been reduced. Namkeen, bhujia, stationery, it has been brought to zero, many of the items. So what would happen is there would be a huge consumption boom. Middle class would be thronging to shops, showrooms to buy. What would happen is consumption would increase. Once consumption increases, manufacturing would increase, and there would be a plethora of employment opportunities. So basically, you have killed two birds with one stone. One, middle class would be happy, their expenditure, their inflation would be reduced. Secondly, there would be higher salaries, higher increments. What does middle class want? Higher income, lesser expenditure. Plus what would happen is many socially relevant things like health insurance. Health insurance is something which is very, very relevant. Still, people were hesitating. Now, because GST has been taken away, removed, so people would go in for health insurance. Generally, post-corona, we know diseases have been costing 25 to 50 lakh rupees. That would be removed. Plus, now US tariffs, plus this visa also, H1B visa also, P also is being labeled as visa tariff. Now there's a clear-cut reply to them. Whatever GDP growth, in simple terms I'm saying, they'll reduce, will enhance the GDP growth by much more percentage point just because of this GST 2.0. Plus we'll be adding to the employment numbers. So I think now the world would know how homegrown solutions can take our economy. Our economy is at 7.8%. I can tell you the calculation of my organization, Akash tells, we'll go to 8.6% because of this. And as Prime Minister rightly said, the target of Viksit Bharat will be rushing, will be pacing fast, will be racing fast towards the target of Viksit Bharat. So the common man would benefit a lot from this. Middle class, lower middle class. Generally, opposition has been always saying that they have not done anything for the common man. This year, initially, they reduced income tax by exempting up to 12 lakh. Now a GST thing. So now middle class, lower middle class, Modi ji, I would say, he has touched the heart of the common man.
How would you explain these reforms? We see that there has been a lot of excitement in the people, but some people are also confused because they don't really know how it's going to impact their life, on a day-to-day basis. How would you explain that? And since we are at a mall right now, how would you explain, like in layman language, when somebody comes here for shopping, how their experience is going to change now?
So, if you look at this shoe shop, earlier for a 1,000 rupees shoe, you had to pay 1,180 rupees. Because there was an 18% tax on it. Now that has been reduced to 5%. So you will pay 1,050 rupees. That's really the difference. So you're saving about 120 rupees straight away. Now, even for those who are not planning to buy anything, there's an impetus to buy because suddenly the prices have come down. So you're not planning to buy an air conditioner, you're not planning to buy a car. Now is the best time to buy because that little impetus has come in, right? So it is helping on the wild spirits of the consumerism of the country. That's going to lead to more people being hired because you need people to build those shoes, to deliver those shoes. So the gig worker hiring has gone up, warehousing work has gone up. And that's really what is the crux of this entire unleashing of the economic power of this country.
Also strengthen the spending power of a common man?
Of course, as Mr. General just mentioned, earlier there was a reduction in direct taxes. So till 12 lakhs there was zero tax, which was absolutely awesome. And now that extra money will go further because instead of paying 1,180 rupees for that shoe, you're going to pay 1,050 rupees. So the balance money you will use for spending on other things such as food and so on and so forth. So the money has got stretched now. You can get more out of that money because of the savings that has happened because of direct tax as well as the indirect tax as well as the fact that more people are getting jobs because more production is needed.
And Professor Kumar is also with us. Professor Kumar, I would want to know that what are the sectors that you feel are going to benefit the most? And if we talk about healthcare sector, we talk about small scale industries, MSMEs, how this is going to help them?
I think the important impact would be on the FMCG sector, fast moving consumer goods, consumer durables also, automobile sector also, big beneficiary, all the health products including medicines, and above all the insurance sector. Because the health insurance as well as life insurance has been totally exempted from the GST. That means there will be more and more penetration of insurance in the country, which is good for the country, for the welfare of the country also.
And how is it going to make people's experience for shopping, especially during this festive season?
I think it is going to promote ease of shopping because the burden of tax on the customer would be very less. So, ease of taxing for the businessman, for the traders here, because the tax rate is very less, and ease of doing business because now there is no complexities which are involved in the GST regime. Only 2 tax slabs out from the 4 slabs which used to be there, and there used to be lot of confusion also, lot of litigation also, whether a particular item is coming in a bracket of 12% or 18% or 5%. I think that these kind of litigations would be reduced to a considerable extent. So all the stakeholders, the businessmen, the customers, the government also. Why government? Because with the reduction in the tax and rationalization of the whole system, I think that the consumption is going to get a boost. The inflation is going to reduce by about 0.75 point. So it will be, there will be less inflation, more consumption, more demand. That means the growth would be boosted up.
So that means from consumers to businesses and the government, it's a win-win for all.